evening, everybody. How are we doing? And welcome to Quiz Night, where I wish you a fair abdicates once again. You got to remember there are, running themes in some of these games. You do have to remember that I might just throw in the old meme word just for a bit of fun. It is me. Hello there. This feels like a newer version of Intagan, says Natter. It technically is a newer version, though.
Good evening.
We have been using this one for quite a while now, actually. We've used it on certainly a number of streams of 1 vs 100 recently, so certainly not new, but is certainly newish. We'll put it that way, I suppose. Hello there, and thank you for the 100 bits there. I really appreciate that. Yes, good evening, and the merry abdicates to you too as well. We three kings of Orient are clearly need to abdicate a couple of those kings, maybe. Not the season yet, Ashley. Not the season. I hope you've had a good weekend, and I hope you're ready for some 1 vs 100 this evening, because that's all we've got for you. We've only got 1 vs 100 for you for the entire stream tonight. So if that's not your cup of tea, come and join me on Friday, where we have more multiple choice quizzing with the Doot Drop. Yay. If you like to play, need a room code of GTTZ. GTTZ to enter into this game. At some point, I do want to hackboxify this, but this alongside also Wipeout is currently in the Unity 2018 edition, which is ancient and means it will take a fairly concerted effort to actually get it working in a more reliable version of the Unity engine, because things are going to break, I will probably say. Certainly with 1 vs 100, because there's a lot of 3D stuff going on, and I tried doing some 3D stuff today in it, because I needed to tweak the camera angles, didn't I, from last time, because I've got a new layout for the stream for this game, and hopefully for future games as well. And things in the camera layout didn't work out with this new layout, so I have potentially tweaked things so that it now does do that. But it's very much an experiment, because the Unity engine was doing really weird stuff that it shouldn't have been doing. But I suspect it's because it was in Unity 2018 and it was just a bug they did not consider being a bug all the way back then, when I'm trying to render off of the edge of the screen, if that makes any sort of sense to anyone out there. At least I have to have the players drop when they miss a question. That's true. How many names we've got? We've got 23 names in right now. GTTZ, that's going to be the room code, hopefully, for the majority of tonight's game. The only reason it will change is if for some reason I have to restart the game. And that's because things have gone so horribly wrong that I can't fix it. I'm hoping we won't get to that point. But it might do. You never know with the way things go with my streams recently. Certainly, Season 13 has been an eye-opener as well, that I'm keeping on top of things generally. So yeah, hope you've had a good weekend, and do let me know what you did over the weekend. If you didn't get wet from the flood or anything like that, yeah, do let me know, and we'll have a bit of a chit-chat. Hello there, Sunny Cat with 100 bits.
Bring on the mob.
Bring on the mob. Oh, you just want to get on with it, do you? We need to do a bit of preamble first. We need to do a bit of contestant warm-up and things like that. You did a spot. I did see that image, Matt, and that really does intrigue me to do something like that. I've just never had the well, the facilities I don't think are nearby, but yeah, I would like to do some indoor skydiving at some point in the future. It's just one of those things that you never really get around to actually arranging. So yeah, looked like a lot of fun that did, and I am well gel, as some might say. A lot of people wouldn't. QNL, an indoor skydiving centre. Oh, that's one way of increasing the heart rate for 1,000 heartbeats. Get the player in the wind tunnel. Oh, absolutely, you can do that. Nah. Play the Crystal Maze Dome in it. I bet they wouldn't like the tokens flying around in there, I'm afraid. Don't think they'd be happy with various tokens going into the into the fans and completely wrecking them. But you never know. You never know. We may be able to discuss terms with them. Thank you for the 43-month resub there, Ralph, who says, can't think of anything good to say. I mean, I generally can't think of anything good to say when I need to do my resub notifications. So I'm with you. But thank you for the 43 months. Do appreciate that. All the same. And we got a 42-month from Puzzle Down.
Oh hi everyone, this message would have been sooner if my internet connection decided to not play up during the entire game of Brain Teaser.
That's not fun. Well, touch wood, hopefully my internet is going to survive tonight. It seems to do okay, and then just every now and then it'll have a catastrophic failure that it can't recover from. Hoping the internet problems are also solved on your end, Puzzle Dan. And thank you for the 42 months, appreciate that, and welcome on in. You didn't get flooded, but started a new thing to turn a computer stand from IKEA into the money drop. Ooh, lovely. That's the wonderful thing about IKEA furniture is the sort of the modular design of them, is that you can like kit bash them together into different products, and there's like I'm pretty certain there's an entire community dedicated to just kit bashing IKEA sets into completely different things, and still use wonderful IKEA kind of names for these new products as well. Yeah, wish you the best success with that. I am not particularly a handy man. I do things in code instead. I make them happen virtually rather than physically. It's much easier that way, or at least generally speaking. Depends on how Unity's feeling that day, I suppose. Manifesting that Vol's chewing Dan's Wi-Fi cables bugger off. Wi-Fi cables. I'll let you ponder on that one for a little bit only, because those two words do not make sense together. I know what you mean, but they don't go together. The bit in the router, yes, not the Wi-Fi itself though. This wireless stuff. Although it's not, there's this wireless internet we've got here. Yeah, it's wonderful. It has wires. When you can kit bash IKEA, you can't kit bash from my computer. Yeah, something like that. It's like James. A techno oxymoron. Yeah, I suppose it sort of is that kind of computer science university graduate only there. Don't worry, I make all sorts of silly mistakes like that as well. Right. I have now done the prerequisite waffle. It is time to get our first game of 1 vs 100 underway. We have got 26 names. Who is going to be our first one this evening? Oh, KS just getting in there in time as well for the pick. And I need to change layout. Need to go to this layout here, don't I? Nora Miss Darrell! It's Orange's turn. The hair continues to get in the way, and I have no excuse tonight because I washed it this morning rather than just a moment ago. Clearly, it just means my hair is too long. I need to get it cut. It's as simple as that. I need to head to the live studio in case you would like to join me here and play in voice. Of course, you can also just play in Discord chat, in Twitch chat. I'm mixing all my things up now. You can just play in Twitch chat. Entirely up to you, Oren. What would you like to do? You failed voice before. Let's see if we've got it this time. All right, we can give it a try and see how it all goes. I will need to share my screen in Discord and do it the proper way with 1 vs 100 app because things. And
this game is sponsored by Bash and Shoulders, 'cause you're worth it.
I'm worth 100 bits, am I? Thank you for the 100 bits there, Matt. Appreciate that. I'm not particularly hot on my on my shampoos. Enough to clean my hair is generally good enough for me. Oh, 500 bits worthy. Okay, that's what I'm worth. Okay, appreciate that. Thank you, the 500 bits there, Matt. Okay, we've got an Oren currently in the green room with Colo. Thank you for helping sound check tonight, Colo. And to everybody out there, thank you for all of the questions, because we are still in legacy mode for this one episode. The next time, though, we will see 1 versus 100. It will be a slightly different beast in how the questions will make their way onto stream. We will be sort of going down a pack-based route / stack-based route, I suppose. That's more the correct term compared to what I used for duel and duel royale. Means that we've got a bit more control over the difficulty curve for each game, especially when it gets to Intagen as well. So yeah, look out for that next time we play 1 vs 100. But for tonight, we are still in legacy mode. So good evening. Oren, how you doing?
All right, how are you?
Yeah, doing good, and we're good to hear your voice.
Yeah, first time in voice chat, so...
Hey, that's what we'd like to hear. So welcome on in. Do you have any expectations or targets in mind for tonight's game?
If I remember correctly, I did do this in chat once before, and I think I hit 25K, so I'd like to at least equal that.
Okay, so 25,000 or better is what we're looking at for tonight then. So that's going to be like 40 mob members, something like that?
I'd love to do better, but I was going to say I always have the issue if I start hitting too many European questions.
Well, you do get the choice of game. Of course, you can play the US rules, or you can play Dutch rules. What tickles you fancy?
No, I'm not going to suicide on the Dutch rules. US rules, please.
You go for the US rules. All right. Are you ready to play, Aaron?
Yeah. Do I? I was going to say I believe I need to see the game somehow, though.
Yeah, I'm streaming it in Discord right now. Should be able to right click on my name or hover over my name and see the watch stream button or something along those lines.
I do not see that.
Ooh, interesting.
There we go. Okay.
You got it?
There we go.
All
okay.
good. All right then. So, are you ready to play?
Sure, let's go for it.
All right, starting game, US rules. Good luck to you. It is 1 versus 100. And first question. Which of these is a bathroom cleaning product named for the shape of its bottle? Is it bath platypus, toilet duck, or bidet goat? Mob, lock in your answers now. Hey, at least the camera angle seems to have been sorted. Which of these is a bathroom cleaning product named for the shape of its bottle? Is it bath platypus, toilet duck, or bidet goat? Though from your perspective here, Aaron, the layout looks really broken, doesn't it?
No, actually, it's not bad.
It's because you don't have the extra stream overlay that fills in all the gaps to make it look nicer. Yeah. So, any ideas on this one?
I see what you're saying in terms of not having the chat window in that. Yeah. Not really familiar with these, though, so this may be an early exit, but for some reason one of these is sticking out as me having heard it. So I'm just going to go ahead for it and lock in B, toilet duck.
Lock in B, you say? Got some alternate names out here. We've got a kitchen GNU from Oni. So you've gone for the toilet duck. Is that correct? It is correct, yes. Yeah, it's like a toilet bleach, but it has a sort of like a duck or swan neck kind of thing. There's also another brand called Swan, I think. That's kind of how it gets its name, presumably. Hey, we've got a wonderful negative 3 humans that have been eliminated and 8 AI, but it all adds up to 5, and that's all what really matters in this world is 5 mob elimination there. First, Riff, It's H Games, and 2 AI, failing to give me an answer or failing to give me the right answer. If you have been eliminated, don't worry, you can continue to answer questions to get yourself some free doots, and also manipulate how the AI answers as well. For you, Aaron, it's not enough to see any cash yet, so we've got to move on to question 2. What name is given to a bar fixed at just one end to a vertical support to hold a structure in position? Is it cantilever, won't-lever, or don't-lever? Mob, please lock in your answers. What name is given to a bar fixed at just one end to a vertical support to hold a structure in position? Is it a cantilever, a won't-lever, or a don't-lever? and Mob is in. Oren, any clues?
Yeah, pretty sure I can't believe I know this one, so we'll just go with A, can't deliver.
Lock it in?
Yes, lock it.
Okay. I think it's the cantilever. Yeah, absolutely, it's the cantilever. No problem there. Do we have enough to get to 1,000? Just David J getting it wrong or failing to answer in time. I'm pretty certain he does know that one. May have been distracted elsewhere. You're 4 away from 1,000, or it means we've got to go for another question. Question number 3. In which year was the first Summer Olympic Games held? Is it 1904, 1896, or 1900? Mob, lock in those answers now. Which year was the first Summer Olympic Games held? 1904, 1896, or 1900? And that is time. Oren, do you remember all the way back to those years?
Not quite. I'm old, but not that old. But pretty sure I have this one because I happened to be in Atlanta in 1996 for the Olympics, and now that was the pretty sure that was the one that they wanted Athens to have, because it would have been the celebration. So I'll lock in B, 1896.
Okay, pretty confident. Locking in B, 1896. Is that correct? Also correct. 3 for 3 for you now, Oren. No helps needed so far. How's the mob doing? There we go. First level. Second level as well. Up to 5,000. We say goodbye there to Colin, Puzzledan, Chaos, Saphira, and Shadowmane, and a bunch of AI who notably can't participate in the Olympics just yet, though. I don't know, give it time and maybe they might be able to. It is 5,000 for you, Oren, and you're 9 away from the next level up of 10,000 dukes. Means I get to ask you the question. Would you like to take those 5,000 dukes, or would you like to take on the mob for a bit more?
As I said, had the target of 25 and haven't used the help yet, so give me the mob.
Give me the mob. Here's 1 versus 79. Question 4. In video game CSGO, what does the letter O stand for? Is it offensive, oath, or operations? Mob, lock in those answers now. In video game CSGO, what does the letter O stand for? Is it offensive, oath, or operations? Interestingly, this question is sort of been outdated now based on recent releases. Anyway, mob is in. Do you have any clues, Oren?
No, I don't. I'm not familiar with that, or at least I'm not picking up the anagram if that's what it's from. So this early, I will go with trust the mob.
I'm going to trust the mob, yes?
Yes.
All right, let's lock that in. So we're going to lock you into the mob's most popular answer. Just out of curiosity, what would you have gone for?
Probably operations, but it would have been a complete guess.
Okay, let's see where the mob has locked in for you. They have locked in offensive. Doesn't sound particularly right on its own, but
it works for where I was going, which is I'm assuming this is some kind of military or shooter game, and so I could have seen basically Oath was the one I would have thrown out. A and C were the ones I would have been between.
So it fully stands for Counter-Strike Global Offensive. And now they've got Counter-Strike 2 instead. Because of course they do. Who got it wrong? Mark, Matt, and 5AI getting that one wrong. It's 7 eliminations. It's not enough to go up a level, but you are making steady progress. Still on 5,000, so what would you like to do, Oren? Would you like to take the 5,000, or do you want to take on the mob?
I still have enough help, so let's keep going with the mob.
Let's keep going with the mob. 1 versus 72. With Plato being among its competition winners, what was pancration a precursor to? Is it bonsai, mixed martial arts, or the Nobel Prize? Mob, lock in your answers. With Plato being among its competition winners, what was pancration a precursor to? Is it bonsai, mixed martial arts, or the Nobel Prize? Take care, Matt, and do rest up if you're not feeling too good. Right, Oren, how are you feeling with this question?
Lost. So, trying to remember the poll the mob is I pick an answer and we see how much it is. The ask the mob is it picks two, one right, one wrong.
Correct? Yes.
Let's do the ask the mob.
Ask the mob. Okay, so as you say, we'll pick two mob members out. One's gone the right way, one's gone a wrong way. We won't necessarily know which is right or wrong, but they will say which option they picked. We do have two on the second row there. We've got K-Jarves went with B. We've got Chrono went with C. Now, both those players can also offer a bit of an opinion before we move on with this. Does mean, though, we now know that bonsai is definitely a wrong answer. So you're now left with a 50-50 between B and C. K-Jarves, Chrono, any ideas? Why did you give your particular answers? Murder Grandpa fans rise up. I know this from Japanese wrestling, says K-Jarves. Okay. And Chrono Blazer? Anything to add? Give you a few more seconds, and if nothing, then we will just move on. Oh, apparently K-Jarves is going to go even more information here. Minoru Suzuki is a pancrase expert who transitioned to wrestling. And Chrono says, I think Plato won a medal for his works. So, that's their opinions, but you're going to be the one to make the decision here, Oren. But, I mean, it sounds like K-Jarves is pretty confident with some information here.
And that was the direction I was leading, kind of for the same reason in terms of wrestling and the meaning of Pan as a lead. So let's go with B.
Lock it in?
Lock in.
Okay. Going with the MMA, K-Jarves went this way, Chrono went with C. Is B the correct answer? It is the correct answer. Very well done there, K-Jarves. Unfortunately, we'll be saying goodbye to Chrono Blazer, along with AB Me, Brand New Halo, Drahuska, and Mr. Vertigo, and 18AI as well. Well, would you look at that, Oren? You have now bettered your previous record. You are now up to 50,000 doots. And you are past the halfway point with that as well, meaning you will get to see the category of the next question before you decide on what to do with it. So currently, you're now doing better than previous. How are you feeling about that?
Because I haven't lucked with it yet.
That's true. It's not necessarily over yet until you say, take the money and run. But I could maybe tempt you for another question. Let's have a look at the category. See whether you want to play or not. Anatomy and medicine is the next category. So, you have 50,000 in the bank. You can take that and run right now if you say money. Or, if you want to, take on the 49 mob members. Maybe get up a bit to 75,000, maybe even to 100,000. You still have a couple of helps to work with. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna try it. Let's go.
Gonna go for the mob. Okay. Going bold. It's 1 versus 49. The question is: blepharoplasty is a plastic surgery performed on what part of the face? Is it eyelids, forehead, or nostrils? Mob, lock in your answers now. Blepharoplasty is a plastic surgery performed on what part of the face? Eyelids, forehead, or nostrils? the mob is in. Familiar with any of these, Oren?
Not specifically, though. I'm making some thoughts from the definition from the contents of the word, but not wanting to influence anything. I will start with asking you.
You want to ask me?
Yes.
Okay, here is what I think. So the only sort of thing that I can go off of is nostrils being related to the nose I would have thought, put that under rhinoplasty rather than blepharoplasty, but I don't know if that's necessarily like with the nose being actually more the bridge of the nose and that rather than the nostrils. It might be more specific, I don't know. But I would put nostrils under nose surgery being rhinoplasty, so I would rule that one out. Out of the other two, I don't actually know. I can't seem to recall what blepharoplasty is, and where the derivation of the name comes from. So I don't know. Though, I guess the only kind of logical decision to do a plastic surgery operation for, other than a rhinoplasty, is to do a facelift. In which case you would do like a nip and tuck on a forehead. I don't see why you would do necessarily an eyelid plastic surgery. That seems a bit strange. So, based on ruling out nostrils for rhinoplasty and based on doing a facelift, meaning you probably will do the forehead more than the eyelids, my answer would be B, forehead, and that's my final answer. What do you think to that?
You went a little bit and very similar to what I was thinking in terms of the nostrils out of it. You also brought up my same concern with it. But let's go with pulling the mob on forehead and see what they thought.
You want to use your final help, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So, we got to see how many of our remaining 49 mob members went with B, forehead. Ooh. That's not as many as I would have liked to seen. Only 16 of 49, which is about a third, is what I will say that is. So, on a 1 in 3, about a third got this answer. I have no idea if it's right or wrong, but it's very interesting to see only a third going with that answer. It might be a big split the room answer here, or it might be that that's not necessarily the way to go. I don't know. That you are now out of helps.
Didn't get a good look of how many of those were AI versus how many of them were real people.
The decision is yours.
I kind of agree that I don't see eyelids being there, and anything with the eyelid with eyes tends to be ophthalmology, that type of thing. I'm don't like what the mob had there, so I'm going to actually think that we were both wrong on the rhinoplasty. I'm going to go with nostrils, actually.
Oh,
lock it in.
You're lock in C. Okay then.
I can see more behavior with that than I can imagine with the eyelids.
Interesting strategy. So, went with Ask the Host. I ruled out nostrils thinking rhinoplasty and went with forehead. Polled on B, forehead. Only 16 of our remaining mob members went with that answer. So you've gone back on that thinking it probably is nostrils. I don't know here. I really don't know.
Ah.
Game. What's the correct answer? Oh! It's the one that we both decided not to go for. His eyelids. Oh man! Wow! And only 23 got that right as well. Meaning it was a bit of a split the room answer there. 16 and 23 would leave us with yes, that's me right. Yes. So yeah, quite the split on that one. Well done to 23 mob members taking a split of the prize money at that time. And Oren, I'm afraid that is game over for you, and it is a crash out. Hard luck. How do you feel?
I enjoyed it. I was glad to be able to come in
look at
live
this
for the
guy
first
about to
time.
lose
So
a
thank
duel
you, Ash,
next
for doing
weekend.
this, and I will hopefully try get in again sometime and do better.
Absolutely. I mean, I've got to do better because I completely messed up on that question as well. And JB's trying to add some insult to injury for me here, saying, "Oh man, look at this guy about to lose a duel next weekend." Yes, I have been invited to do a duel over on the Dumpster Lounge as part of his Extra Life charity marathon event thing, and I will be facing JB in the duel arena for all of the marbles, clearly, and so it seems like JB might be getting a bit of a confidence boost based on my terrible answering there, but it's a different game, Teal. You have 10 chips. I would have placed chips on multiple options there. I ruled out rhinoplasty correctly, at least. But the other two, or maybe correctly, I don't know. But it feels like I've correctly eliminated that one. So I would have put a chip on the other two answers, and that would have been fine. Oren, thank you very much for playing. Take care, and hopefully we'll see you back here as the one at some point in the near future. But for now, take care. Bye.
Thank you.
Oh, man. Well, Oren going beyond the 50,000. Unfortunately, it did not work out for Oren, and it was an elimination on a plastic surgery question. What a hell of a question that was. Thankfully, we got 23. Still getting it right, though. Quite a few AI. How many humans? We've got Flyboy, we've got Silver Electron, Toshi, Ice Tim, Opsy, Tipster, K-Jarves, Itogi, and Monster M4N. 9 humans from the looks of things that got a right answer on that final question there. And also, because we played the question, means we are limiting the player selection to just those that are in green right now. So if you're one of those 9 names I called out, well, sit tight, because you might be the next one this evening. But why are you using French fries to answer questions? No. Because they're tasty. Went down the first question, but did pretty good on most of the rest of them. Well, it swings and roundabouts for Webster, and we've got an entire new game to start with. But out of our green players here, who is going to be our next one this evening? Can you supermarket sweet, says Toshi. I don't know about that. It's Monster M4N! One of the newer names to the community. You are the next one this evening. You just manifested him, says Natter. Well, you also called out AI number 8, which is not Monster, but anyway. Hi, hello there, Monster. So, what would you like to do? Would you like to join me in Discord and play in voice, or would you like to just do it in Twitch chat? Up to you, really. And then tell me what version of the game you would like to play as well. If you don't know what the games are, I can also explain those for you. Just let me know. Twitch chat with US rules, absolutely, we can do that for you. So, Twitch chat US rules, simple as pressing this button here. If you're ready, then at the 1 hour mark of this stream, let's play 1 vs 100. What might you find on monster.com? Oh my god, what is the RNG today? Would you find a new car, a new job, or a new home at monster.com? The RNG on that is kind of crazy. Oh dear me, what might you find on monster.com? So, Monster, what would you find on your website? Oh man! Can you confirm that you're not the inventor of monster.com? Yeah, we're not talking about Monster the energy drink. It's not really... Well, we prefer you to... I think I know why it hasn't deleted your message, JB. Because you're a VIP now, and you get special rules applied to you where messages don't necessarily get deleted. So I think, yes, for VIPs, I would say, please play in whispers because your messages don't get deleted. Yes, thank you. It should do, although actually this is an old version of TwitchLib, so it might not actually be running the delete commands properly. Anyway. Any ideas, Monster? I've literally no idea, so I'll have to take an educated guess. Okay. Well, you've got 3 options here. What's your education saying? And of course, you can use a help on the first question. That's not a problem in this version of the game. You can use Ask Mob, Poll Mob, Trust Mob, and you can also ask me. Although, as demonstrated in that final question just a moment ago, I am not necessarily to be trusted with. I have information, not necessarily the correct information. And yes, helps are legally distinct from lifelines. Also, I got here late, so I really hope Choice A... I mean, I would have done if I hadn't have gone through the complete meta of having Monster playing this game with Monster.com. I would have gone, a new car! What might you find on Monster.com? A new car! A new job! Or a new home! Gonna have to press you for an answer here, Monster. I'm gonna apply a 30-second timer. You need to answer in 30 seconds, otherwise it will lock you in randomly. Could be a car shop, but usually they have car brand names, or you know Monster's name. You'll choose B. Just say B then. Just say B on its own. There we go. Woo! You got me going a bit there, Monster. So you've gone for a new job. What might you find on Monster.com? Would you find a new job? You would find a new job on Monster.com. Are they actually still a thing? I don't know. I generally just use LinkedIn these days for keeping in touch with people on a professional basis. And that seems to do okay for a lot of people, or maybe not, I don't know. We've got 23 players getting eliminated on question number 1. Drew Husker, Silver Electron, Cetra, Puzzle Togi, Mark, It's H Games, and Flyboy all getting it wrong or failing to answer in time. That's true, only it is asked for job hunting. It's there for making connections, not necessarily for actually finding a job. So you're doing well here, Monster. Already up to 5,000 doots on your first question. So I get to ask you the question. Would you like to take the money by saying just the word money? That's 5,000 to you right now. Or would you want to take on the mob for or possibly a bit more? Search for jobs within 10 miles of Derby. New position available in Inverness. Well, everyone's working from home these days, Oni. Yeah, just say the word mob, Monster, and it will take that as meaning do the mob. Just say the word mob on its own. There you go. 1 versus 77. Question number 2. Which of these has not been in a bottle to form the title of a UK #1 single? Beer, message, genie. Mob, please lock in your answers now. Which of these has not been in a bottle to form the title of a UK #1 single? Beer, message, or genie? Oh yes, definitely appreciate the long form responses. Means we're actually sort of interacting in this quiz. But the simple commands are just literally the word you think it is. Locking in an answer is A, B, or C. Asking the mob is ask mob, all one word. Polling the mob is poll or poll mob, all one word. Trust the mob is trust mob. And asking me is... trust, just the word trust. And then asking me is ask host, all one word. That's all you need to know in this game. And then there's money mob for the money mob question. What are you thinking about this one, though? It is fair, though, that what Monster's saying, like, I don't know what the commands are. I probably should have it on screen what the commands are. Or maybe I should just get it working with Hackbox and that problem basically solves itself by having clicky buttons. You don't know, but you do know songs called Message Bottle and Genie's Bottle. So you're going to go for Beer in a Bottle as not being a UK #1 single. I think you're right. Absolutely correct answer. I mean, having a beer in a bottle, absolutely fine. It's better out the bottle, though. Oren, unfortunately getting it wrong. AI number 64 and number 65 also getting it wrong. So, Monster, you're up to 1 versus 74 now. Still on 5,000. So I get to ask you the question again. Do you want to take the 5,000 by saying money? Or do you want to take on the mob for a bit more by saying mob? Take on the mob for a bit more. 1 versus 74. China's famous army of sculpted warriors are made of what material? Is it stone, wood, or terracotta? Mob, lock in your answers now. China's famous army of sculpted warriors are made of what material? Stone, wood, or terracotta? Wow. This goes back a way. For a long time, this was sort of my test question in 1 versus 100 because I knew the ID to it. I can't remember the ID to it anymore, but this was like the question that always came up in my testing. So you think I would know it? Yes, exactly, Score. Exactly, yes. Pretty sure China has the famous terracotta warriors, you say. They're locking in C. Yeah, those are the good old days, but we only needed 2 questions. You go with terracotta. Yes, absolutely correct. We got 100 bits of JB.
I tried to rip my camping sleeping arrangement apart, but I was unable to terracotta.
You get a buzz on that one, JB. Thank you for the 100 bits. Oh, Monster, you got exactly what you needed to get it to 10,000 dudes. You got Saphira and 3 AI eliminated on that question. Get 3-year resub.
1 terracotta equals 1,000 gigacottas. 1,000
gigacottas. Oh goodness me! Now we're getting into SI prefixes of the cotta. Thank you very much for the 36-month resub there, ABM. Appreciate that. And yeah, we now need to talk about. We need to refer to the Chinese army thing, the Chinese warriors, as the 1,000 gigacottas warriors, something like that. Anyway, 10,000 in your bank, Monster. What would you like to do? Do you want to take that, or do you want to play on for a bit more? 1.21 gigacottas. How about a megacotta or a kilocotta? Or just cotters? And Monster's gonna do that! Just play it safe and take the easy 10,000. I mean, that's a fair play. Did still have lots of helps, but whatever works for you, and 10,000 certainly works for you there. Congratulations. As my hair keeps getting in the way. That is true, Oren unfortunately crashed out. So left with nothing, so 10,000 is certainly better than nothing. Leaves us with a total of 70 players still in the game at that point. Mr. Vertigo, KS, JB, Topper, Ice Tim, Ferbster, Lottie, Natter, Opsy, Shadowmain, Tipster, Colo, Riff, J-Carves. Wow, that's a blunder and a half. Sorry, K-Jarves. I'm just getting your first two consonants in the wrong order there. Colin, Chrono, Ralph, Brand New Halo, Oni, and AB Me all surviving up to that point there. Congratulations. Though, because we have just finished on a walk, you're not going to get preferential pick here. It's literally anyone up on this list could be picked to be the next one this evening. Oh, sorry. I mean, I suppose it's the season for it. I suppose it's the season for Halloween and that. So maybe I accidentally invoked the J-Carves. It's like Darkiplier, isn't it? That's sort of the dark equivalent of Markiplier. What's the one for Jacksepticeye again? What's his name again with the alternate dark version of that? What's that one again? I can't even remember. We're just getting all sorts of... We're getting a Danifest. We've got a Danifest Puzzle Man. Oh, God, we're mixing all the things up now. Right, let's find out who it's... J-Cubs. Love me some Juster and Dread. Manifest me! That would be crazy because I'm not even in the game. Let's find out, shall we? I really need to get Manifest as an emote. I really need to get that as an emote. We've got Drahuska! Bit 11! Different game, Odie, different game. Drahuska, congratulations. You are the next one this evening. Yeah, I prefer a spoonerism. That's probably, yeah. Given the number of spoonerisms I've thrown about on this stream, that's probably accurate, yes. Congratulations. You have summarized our two streams perfectly. Where are we? Drahuska. Hello there. Yeah, exactly, Score. Exactly. So Drahuska, what would you like to do? Would you like to play in Twitch chat? Would you like to play in voice, in Discord? And what game mode would you like to play? Which leaves Ben with the knife. I see you've played Knifey Spoony before. We're gonna go read some Dahl's chickens. You're gonna go to Discord, okay, Drahuska? We'll wait for you to get into the green room then. Who gave Ben a knife? Strangely, Megs. I'm surprised that Megs would even relinquish the implements in question, but yes. He uses the knife to open the wine bottles. Those 19 crimes. That makes more sense. Extreme Sabridge. That makes so much more sense now. That's a 20th crime now. Oh, God, this bloody hair can do one. It really can. Oh, man. Right. That's the job for this weekend, other than doing a gig, is I need to get my hair cut because I cannot be dealing with this stupid floppy hair anymore like this. Shave my hair. I should just shave it down to like a number 2 or something. Anyway, Drahuska, welcome on in. How are you doing?
Hi there. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
That's good to hear. Good to hear. Now, unfortunately, this game doesn't allow you the ability to do bid 11 all the time. But hopefully, maybe we get you to question 11, though. That would be pretty good if you can get there.
That would be something.
That would be something. Now, do you have in mind a particular game? Would you like to go US? Would you like to go Dutch?
US, for sure.
Go for the US rules. Okay, are you ready to play, Drahuska?
Ready.
Okay, good luck. Here we go. It is 1 versus 100. Ken Jennings appeared on 1 vs 100 after amassing a 74-game winning streak on what US game show? Was that Jeopardy, Duel, or Wheel of Fortune? Well, please lock in your answers. Ken Jennings appeared on 1 vs 100 after amassing a 74-game winning streak on what US game show? Was that Jeopardy, Duel, or Wheel of Fortune? And that is time. Now, Drahuska, any ideas here? Let me start that sentence again. Any ideas?
Not really. I'm not that versed on this topic at all.
Well, there's going to be a lot of people out there that can help you.
For sure. Let's just trust the mob.
Trust the mob. You want to trust the mob on the first question, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that for you. So we're going to lock you in to the mob's most popular answer. And I mean, Ken Jennings is a pretty well-known name in this particular show, but if you've never really seen the show, due to different geographical regions and things like that, then it might be a bit of a harder question to sort out. Let's find out, see what the mob has locked in for you. They have locked in the one that has an exclamation mark in it. Jeopardy. Is Jeopardy the correct answer? It is the correct answer, yes. So, we're done with question number 1. It's only Mark that got it wrong or just failed to answer in time. Everybody else got that right. So congratulations, everyone. Your game show credentials are still intact out there. For you, Drew, unfortunately, they kind of knew their stuff, so you've still got another 9 to go before we talk about any money. Let's move on to question 2. Which of these is a verb related to pouring liquid? Is it sumel, decant, or Bob Vic? So good. So good, Ape. Which of these is a verb related to pouring liquid? Is it sumel, decant, or Bob Vic? Or maybe I should say decant instead. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. Drahuska, what are we thinking here?
Oh. Oh, man. This...
Oh, that's true, Oni. Still fits the bill, though.
It isn't... Oh. Yeah, still not a good one for me, so... You know what? I'm going to ask you.
Gonna ask me? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see what I think. So these are wonderful sort of combinations of hosting duos, particularly here in the UK. Sue and Mel, Deck and Ants. This is sort of done the switcheroo there. It should normally be Ant and Deck, and then Bob and Vic. Now, relating to pouring liquid, you would typically store certain kinds of alcoholic substances and drinks in a decanter, and you would then decant the liquid out. So the answer that I would go for here is B, Deck Ant. But that is my final answer, and you don't necessarily have to trust it. We saw what happened earlier with me trusting answers, and it didn't go the right way, so...
Yeah, but I think I will trust you on this one, so going for B.
Lock it in?
Lock it in.
Okay. Alternatively, I should just invest in some, like, hairspray or something so that I can actually put my hair into a certain orientation and leave it there rather than just letting it flop around. Decant or Deck Ant or Ant and Deck or Top Knot it. Probably long enough that I probably could. Is it B? It is indeed B, yes. So, how are we doing in the mob? Yeah, they know their people, unfortunately, Jahuska. Moving on to question number 3. It's still 1 versus 99. Which of these is a hit single by Dua Lipa? Is it IKR, IDK, or IDGAF? Mob, please lock in your answers now. Which of these is a hit single by Dua Lipa? Is it IKR, IDK, or IDGAF? And that is time. Are you familiar with Dua Lipa, Drahuska?
I heard a few songs from her, for sure, and I am pretty sure this one is IDGAFC.
Would you like to lock that in?
Lock that in.
Okay. Going with IDGAF. Any ideas on what those letters stand for?
I don't give a fuck.
Okay. It's certainly the answer. Who's right, who's wrong? Chrono Blazer, Toshi getting it wrong or failing to answer. We are through the first threshold, through the second threshold, through the third, through the fourth. Wow! Look at that! Massacre there on that question. After Toshi, we had Brand New Halo, Flyboy, Nata, Rift, Silver Electron, Saphira, Cola, Opsy, Random Zombie, Colin, AB and Ferbster, all getting that one wrong alongside a total of 32 AI as well. Means Trahuska, out of nowhere, you've gone from 0 up to 25,000 doots. And you're only 3 away from making it 50,000 and also getting to see some categories. But we're not there yet. How do you feel after that, Drahuska?
Wow, wow. I know that kind of question. Wouldn't think that.
I mean, if the questions fall like that, that's all you need in this game. That's all you need. So, you're doing very, very well now. Let's see what we've got. Well, let's see what we've got. We don't know what the category is going to be next, but you get to decide. Would you like to take the 25,000 right now? Or do you want to take on the mob? You are just 3 away from getting extra knowledge.
With those 2 ones that I still have, I think I'm going with mob.
Gonna go on with the mob, okay. 1 versus 53. Which of these is not a cause of erosion of rocks and soil? Is it fire, water, or gravity? Mob. Locking those answers now. Which of these is not a cause of erosion of rocks and soil? Fire, water, or gravity? And that is time. Drahuska, how are you feeling about this question?
Well, it seems like an easy one, but I feel like there is a trick in it for some reason. I think I will ask them up.
I'm going to ask the mob. Okay, so we're going to pick 2 mob members out. One's gone the right way, one's gone a wrong way, and we'll find out what letters they've chosen. Not necessarily know if they are right or wrong, though. K Jarvis is back up again, facing off against Topper. So K Jarvis went with A, fire. Topper went with C, gravity. Does mean water, we know, is a wrong answer, and I'm thankful for that because I think that's the most obvious erosion type out there, really. But anyway, yes, you must reason, Topper. You have been picked by the game. You must reason your answer. I mean, you can also just say, I don't know, IDK, one of the answers from earlier. That will also work. So Topper says fire causes damage, water causes damage, gravity is what happens to a rock after it has been damaged. So Topper suggests that's why gravity is up here as the knot. K Jarves, you are also up here at podium number. I actually can't even see what that number is anymore. 67, it looks like. You say, I don't know this one, but erosion is like wears down due to the natural state of things. So fire didn't seem like a normal thing. IDK though. So not particularly certain on both sides there, but Topper giving a reasonable description as to why it would be gravity as that sort of the result of erosion rather than being the one that causes the erosion. And Kajar saying, well, fire is just not a normal way of eroding. You do still have 1 help. You do have the poll if you want to narrow down further, or you can decide to answer the question yourself.
I think I will ball for C.
You're gonna poll on gravity.
Yes.
Okay, so using our final help. Let's see how many agreed with Topper here and went with C, gravity. Oh, not many. Only 6 players went with gravity. We've got Topper, we've got Mr. Vertigo. Oh, my hover thing doesn't work now that I've changed this system. That's a bug I need to fix. And then we've got AI number 62, AI number 11, AI number 77, and Puzzle Dan. Those are the only 6 that gave the answer of gravity. So, what do you do with that information?
Well, if it will be C, it will be a massacre. So I don't think that would be the case, even that it could happen. So I will go with A.
Lock in A, fire.
Lock in A.
Playing the numbers here, potentially. And also creating a chaotic finish if the answer were C. For your benefit, hopefully you're still in the game. And if you are right here, that means you will be definitely through to beyond 1 versus 50. Means you get to see categories. But only if you're right. Is it fire? It is fire! Congratulations! We say goodbye to at least 6. And it was just those 6 that gave the wrong answer. Mr. Vertigo pulls on top of 1 gaming and 3 AI getting that one wrong. Though, curiously, different AI now. So, Drahuska, congratulations. You're now up to 50,000 doots. You get to see a sneak peek of the category before making a decision, though you are now in a no helps situation. If you do play on, you have to answer through your own knowledge and no additional help. Let's have a look to see what the next category could be. TV and film. That's what you could be facing if you play on from this point here. So, would you like to take the 50,000 that you currently have in the bank, or would you like to try and take on the mob one more time?
Yeah, there's no way with that category, so I am taking.
Taking the money?
Yes, I am taking the money.
A wise decision right there. 50,000 dukes going your way, Drahuska. Congratulations to you there. It's all so simple when you don't bid 11, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh well, that's how I like it.
Eventually the 11 bid will pay off for you in Wipeout, but for now, 50,000 going your way in a great performance in 1 versus 100. Let's just see those final names there that survived to the end. They were KS, JB Henry, Ice Tim, Lottie Bus, Shadowmane, Tipster, K-Jarves, Lingo Maniac, Ralph, Like Oni, etc., and Monster all survived up to that point in the game. Drahuska, she did win 1.6711 bits. What? Okay, sure, scaling it up there. Thank you for playing, Drahuska. I hope you had fun.
Yes, I had it.
That's good to hear. Well, take care, and we will see you later, Drahuska.
See you.
Bye. So, that was a wonderful game there from Drahuska. Got to 1 versus 47, and this time took 50,000 out of the game. But we are not done tonight. We've only just gone past 9 o'clock. It's 9:05 right now. Thank you for the follow there, son. Appreciate that. Everyone is up for elimination. Oh, everyone is up for picking here as the next one this evening. So, who is it gonna be? It's Saphira! As I go check notes. with the anonymous avatar. Sophia, you are the next one in this evening on 1 versus 100. What would you like to do, Sophia? Would you like to play in Discord? Okay, cool. I will await your arrival then in Discord and get you all sorted out. Carlo just joining in the green room there to do the sound check. How you're faring with the questions tonight? We're getting some wonderful question picks, actually, especially with the RNG. We had monster.com for Monster. I can't think of anything in the question database that is necessarily directly related to Saphira. There might be some Sophies in there that we could maybe throw up, but I don't have any hand at all in what questions come up in this version of the game. As I say, in the next one that you'll see on the next edition of 1 vs 100, there will be a bit more control over how the stacks play out, but for now it is still in legacy RNG mode. Quickly writes a question about Sephiroth. Welcome, Saphira, to the game. How are you doing?
Hello there, I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
Doing very well indeed. This has been a very interesting episode of 1 vs 100 so far, and I'm hoping that it's all going to go well for you this evening as well. Do you have a target in mind?
I do not. This is actually the first time I've played in a hot seat for 1 vs 100. So,
wow, you're getting all sorts of newbies this time. Well, I wish you the best of luck here then, Saphira. Do you have a particular game mode in mind, US or Dutch?
It is my first time, so I think I'll be playing US rules.
I think that's probably wise for the newbies, yes. Are you ready to play, Saphira?
I am.
All right, it is time then. 1 versus 100. And your first question is: what are the surnames of the only 2 female prime ministers of the United Kingdom? Are they Mason and January, Thatcher and May, Cooper and September? Mob, please lock in your answers. What are the surnames of the only 2 female prime ministers of the United Kingdom? Mason and January, Thatcher and May, Cooper and September. The way things are going, I'm going to say, at time of writing, the way things are going right now in the government, we might be adding a third name. Oh, more. Saphira. And yes, Liz Truss as well. I keep forgetting Liz Truss even existed, honestly. Saphira, what are we thinking?
Oh. Well, I've been through both prime ministers, so I'm going to just say Thatcher and May.
Lock in B?
Yes, B.
There you go. You don't need to rewrite this question. I say, at time of writing, we may yet still have some weird stuff going on if Rishi does. I don't know what he does. I'm pretty certain he wants to stay in control, but who's to say what happens over the next year or so? You've got with Thatcher and May and Truss. But yeah, Truss is incredibly forgettable. 4 players unfortunately going to get wrong or failing to answer Cart Quiz and Woke Quiz. Nick, M, Opsy and Chrono unfortunately getting eliminated there. Indeed, Ralph, yes. So not enough yet to get to money. Let's continue to question number 2. Apparently I wrote this question. The K in K-pop stands for which word? Is it Kazakhstani, Korean, or Kenyan? Mob, please lock in your answers now. The K in K-pop stands for which word? Is it Kazakhstani, Korean, or Kenyan? And reading that question, I probably would, like, future me would go, that's not particularly well pinned, Ashley. You should do a bit better than that in future. And unfortunately, because I have written it, you can't ask me directly, because that would just be just brutal. Other than that, Saphira, you have access to the other 3 helps. What would you like to do?
Well, I do know the answer to this one, but the only actual K-pop song I know is Gangnam Style. However, I am going to say Korean B, final answer.
Oh, you said just lock it in here, not final answer. Legally distinct phrases.
Sorry. Right.
It's good enough. You've gone with Korean. Yes, it is Korean pop that we're looking for there. Who's right, who's wrong? Nah, they're a good lot then. They're a good lot out there. Still 1 versus 96. And next question. Adding a letter to the name of which of these camera companies forms the name of a subspecies of brown bear? Is it Canon, Kodak, or Nikon? Mob, lock in your answers now. Adding a letter to the name of which of these camera companies forms the name of a subspecies of brown bear? Is it Canon, Kodak, or Nikon? Mob's in. Saphira, any thoughts?
I actually do not know this one. Can you tell me what the difference between Ask the Mob and Poll the Mob is again,
I can
please?
indeed. So Ask the Mob will pick 2 members out and they'll give what letter they chose. Poll the Mob, you give me a letter, A, B or C, and we get to see how many of the mob went with that particular option.
Right, in that case I will ask the mob, please.
Okay, using the first of the helps there, Ask the Mob. Let's see how many. No, I'm mixing up myself. Let's pick 2 mob members out. One's gone right, one's gone wrong, and let's see what options they went for. Oh, the other one is behind podium number 53, behind the room code. We've got Shadowmane went with B, and we have AI number 53 went with C. And we can say that AI number 53 said, my neural network has stopped functioning, so gave up and plucked for C because see what I did there. Shadowmane, we will wait for Shadowmane's answer. What say you, Shadow? As someone who loves cameras and ursine creatures, I can safely say that Kodak needs an I to become Kodiak. Funny, I was expecting this to appear on Slam at some point. Well, that's that question ruined then. Sorry, Topper. So that's what Shadowmane thinks, and of course we saw what AI number 53 thought as well. What say you, Saphira?
I think I will trust Shadowmane on this one and go with B, Kodak, please.
Lock it in?
Yep, lock it in.
We will do that then. And yeah, I suppose there's a shout out, Topper. It's the decent thing to do. There you go. There's a shout out for Topper. Go and give him a follow. He does this kind of stuff tomorrow evening at 8 PM. British summertime, soon to become GMT at the end of this week. Actually, we roll back to good old Greenwich Mean Time, but then the US does it a week later. You've gone for Kodak. Going to Kodiak is the correct answer. Yes. Oh yes, new game alert! New game alert from Topper tomorrow evening. So do tune in for that. Who got eliminated? Colin, Sonka, Cetra, Ferbster, and 11AI, all getting that one wrong. Means you're up to 1,000 dupes here, Saphira. You're 1 away from making it 5,000 dupes. So, I'm going to ask you the question. Would you like to take the 1,000 dupes? I've just noticed what you're referring to now, JB. Or would you like to take on the mob?
Yeah, well, I've got 3 helps left, so I think I'll take on the mob, please.
Take on the mob. It is 1 versus 81. Which combative chat show host was the subject of an opera by Richard Thomas and Stuart Lee? Was it the one who hosted Baggage, the one who hosted High Stakes, or the one who hosted 21? Mob, lock in your answers now. Which combative chat show host was the subject of an opera by Richard Thomas and Stuart Lee? So the one who hosted Baggage, the one who hosted High Stakes, or the one who hosted 21? What are you doing, Topper? Oh, do I really have to do this? I actually have to do that right now, don't I? Saphira, any thoughts?
Well, I know that the I know the person who, well, I don't know them, but I know of the person who hosted 21, obviously, William G. Stewart, but I don't know any of the others, and I don't know if I could call William G. Stewart combative or not. I mean, I don't know. So I think. Wait, sorry, you said, wait, chat show, not game shows. Okay, sorry, for some reason, right, okay. In that case, I do not know. I think I will, I'll ask you, please.
Gonna ask me? Okay.
Yeah.
Here is what I think. So, yeah, combative chat show host. That is an interesting phrase to use. Though, of course, we're talking about game shows on A, B, and C. I have a feeling the one that might be in question here is Jeremy Kyle as the combative chat show host. And he did host in the UK for one series, I think it was, High Stakes. It has never since appeared on TV ever again. I kind of like the game show myself for High Stakes, but I can see why it didn't do particularly well, because everyone just used all the avoids and never really got into the stratospheric running. Anyway, that is what I would go with. If it is Jeremy Kyle in question, then I would go with B, the one who hosted High Stakes. If it's someone else, then I'm completely duped. But B would be my final answer. Does that help you, Saphira?
That does help me. I did not know the answer myself, but Jeremy Kyle, I'm going to trust you on this one and lock in B, please.
Okay. As Cart Quiz says, but will I be of any help? Not a cat in chat saying A is Jerry Springer. Ah, now, he's also technically combative chat show.
Ooh,
though Jeremy
that
Kyle
would be very combative.
Yeah, Jeremy Kyle is certainly more so than Jerry is. But I didn't think about that at all. That's a good point. I certainly have less confidence in B now. Is it B? No, it's A. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, there was one about Jerry Springer. Now that you mention it, it's like, oh yeah, Jerry Springer the opera. Yeah, absolutely. Just did not. Oh man. Oh, dear me. It's what I get for just ignoring an entire answer, going like, yeah, I know Jeremy Carl's definitely on B. But that was not the one in question. So I was right with that information, just wrong with that being applied to this particular question. Hey, it's the same as my rhinoplasty from earlier on. Saphira, unfortunately, it's a crash out for you.
Thank you very much. I enjoyed it nevertheless.
That's good to hear. Good to hear. Take care and have a good rest of your week, and we'll see you later.
And you. See you later.
See you later. Bye. Dang it. I hate missing those. I really do hate missing those kinds of questions. I really should be getting them more and more often, but in a right blunder of that for Saphira. Well, 44 of you did survive up to that point. Or 44 survived up to that point, should I say. Miss Vertigo, JB, Puzzle Dan, Ice Tim, Lottibus, Riff, K-Jarves, Lingo Maniac, Ralph, Brandy Halo, Milk Like Oni, and AB Me. Congratulations, you are going to be in the pick for the next one this evening. If we're ready, let's see who it's going to be. It's K-Jarves! K-Doves, you are the next one this evening. Hello! You'll do Discord, alright, we'll await your arrival then. RNG has been great to K-Doves tonight. We had two Ask Mobs earlier, and now they're getting into the hot seat, which is lovely to see. What was it? Baggage UK was certainly a thing. I don't think I even watched a single episode of that, but it certainly was a thing. Oh yeah, greed was certainly a thing as well. Pound D. Such a stupid way of expressing it. I mean, it makes sense for the visual, but it's just such a strange name, I suppose. Well, interesting to see how far this game goes, because K-Doves has been on a bit of a blinder with their streak currently. Speak of the devil, hello there, J-Calves.
Oh, hello, Bash the Ash. How you doing?
See, it doesn't work with me when you flip it like that. It just doesn't work.
Unfortunately.
I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
I'm lovely, thank you. I've had a lovely day. A friend of mine is looking after some bunny rabbits for their neighbour, so I got to meet some lovely cuddly animals earlier today.
That's lovely.
And now I'm apparently queen of the RNG because it keeps picking me for stuff.
Does seem to be that way. You are now the one this evening. Do you think you can go all the way in this game?
Oh, of course not. Don't be ridiculous. I'll get to one I don't know. I'll ask you when you'll tell me to pick the wrong answer.
Yay! See, balance. This is how I maintain my dude balance like this. Is just by throwing you curveballs without you realising it. So
I'm sure it'll turn round.
Absolutely. So, K-Doves, which version of the game would you like to play?
US rules, please.
Play US rules. Are you ready to play?
Oh, yeah, sure. Let's go.
Let's go for it. It is 1 versus 100. And your first question. Apparently I wrote it. 71% of the Earth's surface is made up of what? Is it water, continents, or deserts? Almost read that as desserts then. 71% of the Earth's surface is made up of what? Is it water, continents, or deserts? Or deserts. I'd see I mixed it up that time.
Unfortunately, desserts isn't quite an RTFQ.
It's an RTFA.
Yeah, I think so.
Mob is in K-Jars. What are we thinking?
I think it's water, Ash.
Is it? What do you want to do?
Oh no, hang on. That's atmosphere, isn't it? I was joking with Kolo in the green room. I've gotten every question right so far, and I said I'd make a stupid mistake on the first one, and I very nearly did there, I think. But I'm gonna trust the mob.
You want to use a help?
Because I literally don't trust I don't trust myself anymore. I'm going to trust the mob.
See, it's crazy what happens when you're the one, isn't it?
As soon as you're in the hot seat, it's a very hot seat.
Isn't it such? So you want to trust the mob?
Yeah, I'll trust the mob.
Okay. So you're locked in to the mob's most popular answer. What answer would you have locked in, just out of curiosity?
Well, I was going to go with water. And then the way you said, "Is it?" made me second guess myself to the point where I panicked and used a lifeline.
Didn't realise my powers of non-persuasion were like that, but okay. Let's see where they have gone. Mob has gone with water as well. Is it water? Am I bluffing? Am I double bluffing? What the hell am I doing here? It's definitely water. Yeah, there's like 71% of it. There's so much of it. Cetra and Kolo.
That was magnificent. Thank you.
Cetra and Kolo getting it wrong or failing to answer. I would probably say it's the latter of the two. Everybody else getting it right. 8 away from any money, so we move on to question number 2. What bovine nickname is given to a business that maintains a steady income or profit? Is it a dollar doggy? Is it a cash cow? Or is it a money monkey? Mob, please lock in your answers as Toad throws more curveballs for me to mispronounce. What bovine nickname is given to a business that maintains a steady income or profit? Is it a dollar doggy, a cash cow, or a money monkey? mob is in. K-Jars, what are we thinking?
Well, I was expecting the answer to be gold bullion.
Oh,
But it is cash cow. B, lock it in.
very good on the punnage there.
Yeah. You've done alright for puns tonight.
You really have. Go with the cash cow. Yeah, it's the only bovine in it.
Yeah, I think so.
Who's right, who's wrong? Yeah, they're a good lot out there. They're a good lot out there. No change. Moving on to question number 3. Which entertainment company runs the Crystal Maze live experience? Is it Puny Panther, Tiny Tiger, or Little Lion? Mob, lock in your answers. Which entertainment company runs the Crystal Maze live experience? Is it Puny Panther, Tiny Tiger, or Little Lion? That is an interesting question. K-Jarves, what are you thinking?
I have no idea on this. So I'm gonna go for a fourth animal that's not up there, and I'm gonna address the elephant in the room. Ash, you are a learned man who knows many things, and I trust you to know this thing. I would like to ask the host.
You'd like to ask me?
Yes, please.
Okay, here's what I think. So, I will preface this before doing anything. Now, I have been to the Crystal Maze live experience. Not once. Not twice. 3 times. Yeah, I've been to the Crystal Maze live experience a few times now. And I don't know.
Oh, for goodness sake!
I don't know. I actually don't know which company runs it. Oh man, I was even on the bloody Kickstarter campaign for this as well. I put money into the Kickstarter. And I can't remember the bloody name. Oh man. Oh, I feel like such a bloody idiot now. I don't even know where the inn is on this, honestly. Oh man, I'm so screwed. I don't know. I actually don't know.
I think. Okay, thanks, Ash.
I have the freaking crystal right in front of me on my desk. I can even have a look at it because I know it doesn't have the company name on it. It has a freaking crystal on it. Oh.
I hope somebody clipped this.
Feck. If I were to plump for an answer, I would go for... Sure, Little Lion. That's my final answer. No bloody clue.
Okay. Thanks, Ash.
You're welcome.
I said you were a learned man who knew many things, and I stand by that.
I know many things, just not that.
I fully believe that is rattling around in there, and when we find out what the right answer is, there'll be an moment.
Not here, I don't think.
I've got to ask the mob and poll the mob, right?
You do have those 2 left, yes.
Which is the one that calls 2 people up to the stand?
That's ask.
Okay. Because I figure if you've been to the Crystal Maze live experience, there's a fairly good chance that your audience have been to the Crystal Maze live experience.
Okay.
So I would like to ask the mob, please.
Okay, let's ask the mob. Now, unfortunately, we can't ask you because you're the one right now.
No, I'm 2 for 2 so far.
But let's see.
And as soon as I've come on live, I don't know.
Let's see who is going to pick in the ask. Let's find out. So we have Ice Tim went with C, Sonkus went with A, meaning, at least my answer's not moot yet. Tiny Tiger is the one that's definitely a wrong answer, but it's now a toss-up between Puny Panther and Little Lion. Ice Tim, Sonkus, would you like to offer your opinions as to why you gave those particular answers? I'm still in the game. I'm on a 50-50 now.
Never before has so many lifelines been used to eliminate so few players.
Sonkers went with a straight
This is the-
guess, and Ice Tim said, "Actually, I don't know this also, but I think the name Little Lion was sound like a company name, whereas the others don't sound particularly company name-ish." Okay, so that is their thoughts. No dead certainties yet, though, K-Dubs. We do still have one help left if you want to just burn all the bridges.
I mean, they're already smouldering. Let's burn the final bridge and poll them off, please.
What option would you like to poll for?
Let's poll them on your answer. Let's poll them on C, please.
Okay, so for some reason, I'm expecting this number to be somewhere in the region of 30 something.
50. Yeah. Okay, let's see.
So, how
49.
many went with C, Little Lion? Oh, okay then. I'll just resign then, I guess. 77 of 98 went with Little Lion. A good number went with that. Though, if it's not that, then, well, we've got a bit of a car crash, folks. So, you've used all your helps. Mine was not much help. The ass mob was not much help, though the poll sounds like it was a bit of a help. What do you want to do?
I should have polled the mob first,
Yeah,
perhaps.
probably, yeah.
But I thought to myself, with Crystal Maze live experience, I bet Ash has been to that. Ash will know.
I have, multiple
I
times.
still find it watching. With the full knowledge, it'll be the funniest thing in the world if it's wrong.
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna pick C, please.
Lock it in?
Lock in the C.
Oh my god.
That's the mob.
The game's given up. Reeves just gone, nope, we're done.
You're too
Show's
rubbish.
over. Oh, right, we've gone for Little Lion. Not Little Chef. That's a different thing altogether. Little Lion. Oh god, it is. Thank god.
Oh, thank heavens. She lives to squeeze another day.
Man. Although Tiny Tiger is a Crash Bandicoot character, and I knew that first, it doesn't necessarily know that was, you could eliminate that as an option for a name of a company. Those are two completely different things. But anyway, we're through the question, K-Jumps.
We are.
At the expense of all your help.
Yes.
Ralph, Sonkers, Drahuska, Milk, Puzzle Dan, Monster, and Brand New Halos, along with 14 AI, getting that one wrong. You are up to 5,000 dudes. But you are now all on your own. So, here's your chance to, What? What? The game. Oh no, that's right, because you used all your helps. That's correct. I was like, how did it do that? It's because you've used all your helps. That's why it does that.
The game's gone, she's rubbish.
The faith of my code, honestly. So, the next category is TV and film, if you'd like to play it. What would you like to do? Do you want to take the 5,000, or do you want to play against the mob?
Well, I don't know much about TV and film, and I've run out of help. But I am having a lot of fun, so let's play the question. Take on the mob.
It's an Asherism.
Asherism avoided.
I think that's what we need to coin. It's an Asherism, yeah. Anyway, go for a mob!
Let's do the mob!
Wild versus 77. Here we go. Which of these Jerry Anderson TV series was released first? Captain Scarlet and the Mysterons, Stingray, or Thunderbirds? Mob, lock in your answers now. Which of these Jerry Anderson TV series were released first? To Captain Scarlet and the Mysterons, Stingray, or Thunderbirds? That's a blast from the past, that is. K-Dubs, any thoughts?
Never heard of Jerry Anderson? Only heard of one of these shows.
Really? Wow!
Yep. Sorry, yeah, not my. I did say before taking the question on, I did it for the fun, really. Ooh, right.
We're gonna have to do some watch-alongs of some of these classic TV series.
Maybe. So Stingray is ringing 0 bells. Captain Scarlet is ringing a sort of faint bell far off in the distance. Maybe a show I've heard of, and I've heard of Thunderbirds. And I have no idea at all. But quizzing logic has taught me, and this may be totally wrong, that if you don't know anything about a thing, pick that thing. It's scary to pick something I know nothing about, but part of me thinks Thunderbirds might have been such a massive hit that it gave this Jerry Anderson person the license to make more things. So I don't know. But I'm going to go with Stingray because I know nothing about it.
You lock in B?
I'll lock in B, and whatever happens, Ash, this has been the most fun I've ever had in the hot seat.
Stingray. Da-da-da-da-da. There you go. There's the information on Stingray. Then Captain Scarlet, boom, 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 and Thunderbird. Guess I'm going for the Japanese version of Thunderbirds. You've gone with Stingray. Now, actually, I don't know the chronological order of these, though I would probably guess Thunderbirds as the one that was released first, but I could be wrong. Thunderbirds are certainly the most popular here and also in Japan. Is it Stingray, though? Oh, it is Stingray! Man! What a guess!
If you know nothing, guess the thing you know nothing about.
My God! I bet so many went with Thunderbirds. There. Oh, wow. 18
That's what
humans.
you get for being brave and stupid.
47 AI. And suddenly, K-Jobs, you are at 1 versus 12. And 250,000 now in the bank. You went from 5,000 to 250,000. That I think is one of the biggest multiplies on one question that we've ever seen. You're 2 away from 500,000, though. Well, you get to see the next category at the very least before you make your mind up.
Yeah.
And you're obviously doing that question for a bit of fun. But now we are definitely looking at some serious money here. So, let's find out what your next category might be. Music. That's all we're saying. It's going to be music. So what do you want to do, Kate Giles? Do you want to take the 250,000 or do you want to take on the mob?
I'm gonna take the money. I've ridden my luck to within an inch of its life, and I've had a whale of a time. Thank you so much, but I'm gonna take the money, please and thank you.
Confirm, run for the money.
Oh, it's more of a sachet, but I'm definitely taking the money with me.
Fair enough. 250,000, just like that.
Who needs help? Just get a thing. You're eating.
Yeah, can you imagine that score? You play 1 versus 100, and all that is a qualifier for run for money.
Oh dear.
That would be a hell of a thing. That would be. What a game! I am lost for words on that game. It makes no sense. Sense how we got there, but still. 250,000 going your way, K-Jarves. How are you feeling?
I am feeling like I had absolutely no right to do that. Not at all.
You have
I
to
nearly
take
got a
those.
question wrong about water on Earth.
Well, now you know. 71% of the Earth's surface is water.
Yep. Oh, that was. I'm gonna have to have a little lie down now. I think
We all do, really, but I do have time for one more game.
I'll get myself out of the lobby then. Let someone else have a go. Thank you very much, Ash.
Thank you very much for playing, K-Jarves. Take care. Have a good rest of your week, and we'll see you later.
Thank you. Ta-ra.
Bye. That was just remarkable. That whole game was just so remarkable. Natter, Tipster, and Mark were the only 3 human survivors. But unfortunately, that means absolutely diddly squat because K-Jarves just walked away, meaning everyone is up for the pick for our final game of 1 versus 100 this evening. So, are you all ready? Obviously, you never want to trust me evermore because, bloody hell, my track record on that is now simply terrible. Here we go. Final game. Who's going to be our one? It's gonna be Lingo Maniac. Lingo! You are our final one this evening. It's not just letters, it's indeed lingo. Gonna hop into the Discord. We'll wait for your arrival then in the green room to get sound checked, as both of you still have your Euroquision numbers associated as number 14 for Colo and number 18 for Lingo Maniac. Speaking of quizzes that Score Count hosts, he is looking for questions for Avanti and Outro to appear sometime in the near future. We've yet to discuss exactly when it's going to happen, but Score is definitely looking for questions for Avanti and Outro. It's an Italian-based format, but you don't necessarily need to worry about it being an Italian-based format. It's a really simple format to write for. All the details are available in the Discord, in the Q Writing channel, or if you have still no idea, you can presumably directly message Score Count on Discord for further information on that as well. We need questions and answers for that, and there will be some wonderful fun in Avanti and Outro when that comes back around onto Quiz Night sometime in the near future. Still not over me being number one in both ways, says Only there. Lingo, welcome on in. You are our final player for 1 versus 100 this evening. How have you ranked the madness of tonight's game?
On a scale of 1 to 10, about 50.
Yeah, that's about right. That makes sense. It's logarithmic as well. So, Lingo, final player tonight. Do you have any particular targets in mind?
I mean, probably getting to 100,000 would be really nice.
Getting to 6-figure territory. Well,
yeah,
that just happened with K-Jarves, and it could happen exactly the same way with you, with just one flip of a coin, essentially, on getting a right answer and everybody else failing the answer. But it all really depends on how the questions get picked. Which version of the game do you want to play? I mean, presumably you're saying 100,000 means you probably want the US edition.
I was tempted to go with Dutch rules, but I think we'll stick with US for now.
Stick for US. Okay, are you ready to play?
Ready.
Okay, here we go. It is 1 versus 100 one more time. And your first question, lacrosse and ice hockey are the 2 national sports of which country? Is it Canada, United States, or Russia? Mob, you know what to do now. Lock those answers in. Lacrosse and ice hockey are the 2 national sports of which country? Is it Canada, United States, or Russia? And the mob is in. Lingo, any thoughts?
Well, I'm pretty sure I know about lacrosse. I think that's the big giveaway that narrows it down. If it was just ice hockey, I mean, I know it's not as big in the US, but I don't know about Russia. But I think lacrosse is basically a dead giveaway for a country that's near and dear to the hearts of many in this community. Canada, lock it in.
Going for Canada, A. Sorry.
Oh no.
It was just there. It was just there. I had to pick it up. Someone else would have done so. You've gone for Canada, A. Yes, it is Canada, A. Who's right, who's wrong? I didn't have to pick it up. Yes, I did, Riff. It's exactly enough to get to 1,000 to Saphira, Nick, Sonkus, Toshi, and 6 AI getting that one wrong or failing to answer in time. So, it's an easy 1,000 for you here, Lingo, and you can just walk away right now and take it. Or you can maybe play for a bit more because you're 2 orders of magnitude under where you want to be. So, what do you want to do?
Very
Take
true.
the 1,000 or take on the mob?
Let's keep going. Let's take on the mob. We've
On
still
the
got
mob.
all the helps.
Absolutely. Question number 2, 1 versus 90. Which of these was a founding member of the girl group Atomic Kitten? Is it Kerry Katona, Kerry Katoffa, or Kerry Katovera? Well, please lock in your answers. Which of these is a founding member of the girl group Atomic Kitten? The Kerry Katona, Kerry Katoffa, or Kerry Katovera? Or Katovera? You read him. Lingo, any thoughts?
I don't have a Scooby on this. I see the pun that they're going for. I see the pun that Clive was going for here, but like I've only vaguely heard of Atomic Kitten. I just heard it's a thing, and if I didn't see the rest of the question, I probably wouldn't know what it was. So I think I'm going to trust the mob on this.
You want to use your trust?
Yep.
Okay. So we'll lock you into the mob's most popular answer. Let's find out what they have gone for you. What have they gone for you? What have they locked in for you? Goodness me. Verb better, Ashley. They've gone for Kerry Katona. Or Kerry Katona. Is it Kerry Katona Katona? My Sharona? No, it's different. It is A, yes.
Katona, let's call the whole thing off.
Yeah, very much so. And who's right, who's wrong? 6 players getting it wrong. Ferbster, Milk, and 4 AI failing to cover the right answer. You're still on 1,000. You're 4 away now from 5,000 dudes. So, what would you like to do, Lingo? Take the 1,000 or take on the mob?
Still got plenty of helps. Let's take on the mob.
Take on the mob. Let's keep going. 1 versus 84. The regular tetrahedron, cube, octahedron, dodecahedron, and icosahedron are collectively known by what name? Are they the Aristotelian solids, the Platonic solids, or the Socratic solids? Mob locking those answers. The regular tetrahedron, cube, octahedron, dodecahedron, and icosahedron are collectively known by what name? Are they the Aristotelian solids, the Platonic solids, or the Socratic solids? God, that's a mouthful and a half. Lingo, how are you on your maths?
I love this question. But only just as friends. Only at the platonic level. B, the platonic level.
I think I just picked out what you were saying there through the roboting. You've gone with B. Friends on a platonic level. Is it the Platonic solids? They are indeed very friendly. They are the Platonic solids. We've got 3 human players getting it wrong and 6 AI get that wrong. Means you're up to 5,000 doots now, Lingo. And you're 5 away from making it 10,000 doots. So, making good progress. Would you like to take the 5,000 that you've got right now, or do you want to take on the mob for maybe a bit more?
I'm not sure what's going on. my end, but like you're
Oh, that's a lot of roboting now. Hang on, let me see if we can adjust the region and change things up a bit. See if that helps matters. So I've changed it to the US. Is that any better for you, Lingo? Oh, I'm not even connected now. Yay, Discord. Discord. Not now! Go US Central. Okay, I'm back connected again. Can you hear me?
There we go. Yep, now we're good.
There we go. Just go over to the States and pick a server that works. So,
right.
Would you like to take the 5,000 or do you want to take on the mob?
Oh. No, we didn't fix all these technical difficulties just for me to leave now. Let's take on the mob.
I like your perseverance. 1 versus 75. Here we go. Which vitamin that your body can produce by spending in the sun? Which vitamin does your body produce by spending in the sun? I think there's a better way of wording that, maybe. Is it vitamin A, vitamin D, or vitamin E? Mob blocking your answers. Which vitamin does your body produce by spending in the sun? As in through sunlight, presumably. Is it vitamin A, vitamin D, or vitamin E? And the mob is in. Lingo, what are we thinking?
So, I actually have one of these prescribed to me.
Ah.
Yeah, so I think it's something that is helpful because, I mean, for those who don't know, I live in Seattle, and it does get very gray during the fall, winter, early spring. So I have a prescription for vitamin D. B, lock it in.
Okay. Going with option B, vitamin D. Is that good for you? I mean, yes, the vitamin is good for you. All of these are good for you. But is it good for you in the sense of the question? Yes. Is the correct answer. Who's right? Who's wrong? Oh, not enough to make it to 10,000 just yet. Monster, Bassoonist, and 2 AI getting it wrong. You are now just 1 away from 10,000 doots. So you're still sitting on 5. What would you like to do? Take the 5,000 or do another question and hopefully get up to 10,000 or a bit more?
Yeah, there's a lot of big money still up ahead, especially when I'm 1 away from the next level. So let's take on the mob.
Let's take on the mob. It is 1 versus 71. What type of rock is basalt? Is it sedimentary? Is it igneous? Or is it metamorphic? Mob, lock in those answers now. What type of rock is basalt? Is it sedimentary, igneous, or metamorphic? And the mob is in. Lingo. What are you thinking?
I definitely would have known this back in high school.
Jesus,
I had
David
a
J,
bit of-
that's a great pun. What type of rock is basalt, or BA salt? It's what B.A. Baracus was put on his food fall.
Well, B.A. Baracus will probably pity me for not knowing the answer to this right now. So I am probably going to go for a help.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go with... I think I'm going to pull the mob on this one.
Okay. And what option would you like to poll for?
Oh, I mean, I'm between 2 of these. Like, there's one that I don't think it is. I'm going to poll on B, igneous.
Polling on igneous. Okay, so How many of the remaining 71 mob members went with B, Igneous? 40. So there is a majority there. 40 of 71 gave the answer of B.
Well, Igneous was my first thought on this.
Okay.
Like, if this was Duke Drop, I would have done a split on Sedimentary and Igneous.
Okay.
But, I mean, Igneous was my first inkling on this. And, I mean, we definitely have a majority here. So, we have a solid crew here. So, I'm gonna lock in B, Igneous.
Say the magic words. It is a classic geography question from high school or GCSE geography. Is the answer Igneous? It is Igneous, yes. Now, we obviously did see how many got it right. Means we are going to be going up a couple levels here. There it goes. Exactly the number we were expecting, I believe. Swiffle, Yellowtail, ABB, Lottibus, Topper, Brian, Flyboy, Drahuska, Brand New Halo, and KS getting that one wrong. Means, Lingo Maniac, you are now up to 1 versus 40, exactly on the 75,000 Doot level. You are past the halfway point, meaning you get to see a category ahead of time, and you are 10 away from your target of 100,000 Doots. How are you feeling about that, Lingo?
Feeling pretty good.
Good, good, good. So, let's have a look at the sneak peek for your next question. Famous people. Do you know many famous people?
Oh, they are famous.
So, what would you like to do here, Lingo? Would you like to take the 75,000, or would you like to take on the mob on a question about famous people?
I mean, famous people can be a very broad topic. I still have Ask the Mob. I still have Ask the Host. I mean, that 100,000 is just 10 people away. And then after that, we get into the big money. Like 100,000 to $250,000 is quite a leap.
What are we doing?
And I have categories going forward. You know what? I have two helps. Let's take the mob.
Taking on the mob. 1 versus 40. Here is your question. Pull the lever, Kronk, and then tell me the name of the singer and actress who voiced Yzma in the 2000 Disney film The Emperor's New Groove. Was it Aretha Franklin, Eartha Kitt, or Donna Summer? Mob, please lock in your answers. Pull the lever, Kronk, and then tell me the name of the singer and actress who voiced Yzma in the 2000 Disney film The Emperor's New Groove. Was it Aretha Franklin, Eartha Kitt, or Donna Summer? That is the question. It's interestingly written. I like how it's written more as a statement rather than a question. But that is the question. Lingo, any ideas?
Well, my one thought on this is, why do they even have that lever? This scene lives in my head rent-free. I love it. Yeah, I'm also really glad I went forward with this question because I do know the answer.
Oh, yes?
And that is Eartha Kitt. Lock it in.
Going with B, Eartha Kitt. Sounds pretty confident. Is it Eartha Kitt? It is Eartha Kitt. Very good. 10 away from your target. Gonna hit it? Yes, we are gonna hit it. Just Ralph and the human players and lots of AI getting that one wrong means you're up to 100,000 dupes now, Lingo. 7 away from making it a 250,000. So just like that, you're on your target. How are you feeling about that?
Oh, that 250,000 is looking very, very tempting, though. Like I'm feeling really good. I guess it's just going to depend on the next category.
Does indeed. Let's have a look to see what that will be. Sports. That's what we're looking at next, is sports. So, do you want to take the 100,000 you have in the bank right now, or do you want to take on the mob on a question of sport?
This could be, and again, this is another one that could be anything. It's just, as they don't call it the wide world of sports for no reason.
I need to say, just remind you, you do have 2 helps.
It's true.
But one of them is me.
You know what? I want to see this question. Let's take on the mob.
Gonna take on the mob. Here we go, folks. 1 versus 27. After a combined 29 seasons with the New England Patriots, American football players Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski signed with which team for the 2020 season? Was it the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Miami Dolphins, or the Kansas City Chiefs? That question again. After a combined 29 seasons with the New England Patriots, American football players Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski signed with which team for the 2020 season? And the mob is in. JB Henry leaving the game on a football question? Interesting. Lingo, any thoughts?
I mean, we know how much JB hates football. Out of these 3, I have an inkling.
Okay.
But I want to ask the mob.
Gonna ask the mob. Okay, so let's have a look. We're gonna pick 2 mob members out. One's gone the right way, one's gone the wrong way. K Charles could be up for pick here again. Let's see what happens. Not this time. We've got AI number 64 went with C. Shadowmane went with A. Shadowmane against AI again. That's interesting. AI number 64 says, I'm 93% certain that the answer is A. That's quite a high percentage. Shadowmane... hang on. That doesn't make sense, though. Because the... because the AI number 64 went with C. And they say that they're 93% certain the answer's A.
I didn't know you programmed mind games into this.
Clearly. Shadowmane saying, oh god, this is a horrid time to be asked. My internet went down and I had all of 3 seconds to answer. So yeah, we've got all sorts of mind games going on right now and internet woes. So yeah, the AI is going the other way. Apparently, they're doubting their own answer. We know, by the way, it's not B. Just by rights, we now know it's definitely not B. Miami Dolphins. And AI number 64 is just doing his own thing. Is doing what they...
AI 64 has a virus, apparently.
they're doing what's known as hallucinating in ChatGPT land, I suppose. Or is the AI secretly Weemers? Oh, goodness me, that's a name and a half. So, Shadowmane, unfortunately, didn't really have much time to think here. And the AI is doing all sorts of weird stuff. So, I mean, does the elimination of Miami Dolphins help you, at the very least?
Well, my inkling was not B.
Okay.
So, it does make it, at worst, a 50-50. Because, I mean, I think out of these, I'm thinking, do I want to ask you?
Uh-huh.
Or do I want to hold on to that in case I want to do another question?
Only you can make that mind up, make that decision.
Yeah. I mean, I think out of these, like, my gut is telling me that, like, when I saw these choices, my gut was saying A, the Buccaneers. So I'm going to trust my gut, and I'm going to lock in A.
You said the magic words. I'm so glad you didn't ask me at all, because I did not have a clue. I, on occasion, see a superb owl, but I don't generally remember the players listed. I hardly even remember the teams listed on those either. You've gone with the Buccaneers.
I'm a terrible American. I don't really know much about American football. Know the basics of it, but I don't follow it that closely.
Is it the Buccaneers to stay in the game? It is the Buccaneers!
Phew.
Great answer! So, started out at 1 versus 27. It's 1 versus 21.
Oh!
Just one away from getting to 250,000 dudes. Silver Electron, Mr. Vertigo, and 4 AI getting knocked out there. Leaves you perilously close to 250,000. 21 away from the full million. So we've had sports now. Let's have a look at the next category, shall we? Science and nature. That's where we're going next, is science and nature. You only have one help left. Hello, it's me. You know how good I am at that kind of stuff. But don't let that influence your decision here. You are one away from 250,000 dudes. What would you like to do here, Lingo? Do you want to take the 100,000, or do you want to take on the mob on science and nature?
It's tough. I would say that science and nature is more in my wheelhouse than sports. So, and just one wrong answer from a mob member is all it takes for me to multiply by my winnings by at least 2.5. And in the worst case, we still have 2 heads to be able to put together here and possibly answer this.
What say ye?
You know what? I hope I don't jinx it with the famous 3-word phrase, but I'm going to say it anyway. One more time.
Take on the mob.
Go for the mob.
Okay. One more time. 1 versus 21. What does a sea slug do with its rhinophore? Is it smell, hear, or see? Mob, please lock in your answers. What does a sea slug do with its rhinophore? Is it smell, hear, or see? And the mob is in. Lingo, what are we thinking?
I don't really know much about the biology of sea slugs. That being said, I'm looking at the word rhinophore. I see rhino. Thinking rhinoceros, or like having a horn on its nose, it's like where the ceros is the same as in triceratops, 3 horns on its top. I guess also rhinoplasty. getting plastic surgery on your nose. So, I think out of all of these, smell is the best shout. And when I saw the word Rhino 4, smell was my first. So, I think it's worth it to just trust my gut and go with smell. Hey, lock it in.
Well, we did have a question earlier about plastic surgery. One of the options was nostrils, and I said, probably not that, because a nose job in plastic surgery terms is rhinoplasty. So rhino is all to do with the nose. And presumably that's the same here. Unless for some reason a sea slug uses its nose to do something else other than smell. Which it could do. I have no idea. But smell was the correct answer. That's the way I would have gone anyway. The logic still makes sense. And we got 3 AI and 2 human players eliminated there, meaning Lingo, you are now on 250,000 doots. And you are just 16 mob members away now from the full 1,000,000 doots. Still in the game, we've got K-Jars, we've got Oni, we've got Tipster and Shadowmane, and Puzzle Dan also still kicking around as a human player. So, 6 away from 500,000,000. You get to see the category. So let's see what we've got for you. TV and film. This was what Drahuska didn't want to play. Didn't want to play the TV and film category and called it quits. But might be different for you here, Lingo. What do you want to do? Do you want to take 250,000 doots? Or do you want to take on the mob of 16 with the one help of me?
Again, this is another thing that, like, there are so many different ways it can go. You know, I think I'm happy with what I've gotten up to. Like, 250,000 is a solid payday. So I think I'm going to take the money and run.
Is that what you want to do? Take the money?
Yep, take the money.
Money it shall be then! 250,000 doots going to you there, a 1 versus 16. What a great game there, Lingo. Congratulations to you. And hey, you didn't need me. I was actually
tempted to ask you on the last question just to confirm things, just to say, like, okay, wait a minute. But I mean, if we would have gone the same way,
I would have gone the same way anyway.
All's well that ends well.
Absolutely. So 16 players surviving there, and the ones aforementioned: Puzzle Dan, Shadowmane, Tipster, K-Jars, and only our 5 remaining human players in the game at that point. Lingo, congratulations to you. It's 250,000 doots. How do you feel?
I feel great.
And that sign of relaxation as well. So thank you very much for playing, Lingo. Hope you had a lot of fun.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll catch you later. Take care.
All right. Have a good one.
So, yeah. Bye.
Bye.
What a way to finish tonight's games of 1 versus 100 with a wonderful 250,000 doot victory there for Lingo Maniac. There's been quite a few wins tonight, actually, and all sorts of weird chaos as well with the K-Jarves game. That was pure chaos in comparison to Lingo's game, and yet still got to essentially the same result of 250,000 doots. So that brings us to a close of 1 versus 100 this evening. We do have spin of the wheel to do before we close the stream off, and I also need to remind you that on Friday we have got All Clued Up, written by Oni. Following that then is a game of 100,000 doot drop. All written by you wonderful people out there. There's still some old questions in the question database that can be repurposed into Duped Drop packs. So that's what's going to be happening on Friday night at 8 p.m. British summertime here on my stream. And then next week, remember that here in the UK and in Europe, we will go back an hour. So for you in the States, good time zones to you. You're going to be doing some weird dance for an extra week where it's now only 4 hours to Eastern rather than 5 hours. And then 1 week later, you'll do the dance and everything will be back to normal once again. The last summertime game on Friday very much is only, yes. So let's go over to this wonderful wheel over here because we've got to do our end of stream shenanigans. And this Extra Life is in 8 days. Oh, goodness me, JB. Oh, goodness me. Yes, that's the thing. I also need to talk to Tipster about doing the tech stuff for Duel. It's fairly simple, but there are a lot of buttons. So we need to make sure that all the stuff works out right. And it's simple enough to do the local database system like Score did with the host v host version of Duel. Yes, that all makes sense. That all makes sense to me. Oh, and yeah, we've got Secret Fortune coming up next week as well, on the 1st of November, the beginning of the next month, written by Danny Gambit, with Relativity also written by Kenda on that stream as well. Anyway, enough waffle. It's time for a wheel spin. Put that down there over the way, out the way. That should say 210,000. I just realised we did add 10,000 last time. Let's do a spin. Oh shit. Well then. What that means is whatever we do, we'll have 200,000 applied to it. Or 210,000, should I say. So, here we go. Big value in tonight's game. And it's gonna be a marble race. It nearly went to in the grid. Which would have been amazing because I can control it to add a certain value tile to the game alongside the RNG values. But this is going to be 50,000 plus 210,000 on a marble race. So let me load up marbles on stream. This is going to be the first big win on the wheel, alongside the 250,000 prize wins that we've had on 1 vs 100 tonight as well. Oni has just added a fair few tracks. Wonderful, good to hear. We will probably select one of those. I will need to change my game capture to go to direct capture marbles, like that. Let me go to the community maps then. Go to Uni 91573. Ah, yes, we do have 3 tracks of yours. We will go for the first one. We'll go for the Shiny Knight Business. The Shiny Knight Business is what we'll go for. So, if you'd like in on this jackpot race, then you'll need to say exclamation mark play in chat. That's all you need to do. Exclamation mark play. And I'm going to do the same thing as I did last time. I'm going to go to random.org just before we launch, pick out 3 positions. God, am I actually going to do 3 positions at that payout rate? Yeah, I am. I'm going to do 3 positions at that payout rate. And whichever positions I say from the RNG, those are the ones that will actually pay on the marbles race, even if you DNF. If you have a final position that is in a DNF position, but it is one of the ones that I'm saying is a winning position, then you will pay out in this scenario. That's what I declared last time we did this, so I'm sort of leaving that as a standing rule for this variation of the marbles race. This is already breaking the economy, but hey-ho, that's how it goes. What are we going to do for a track, as in music-wise? Grid from Ridge Racer Revolution. No. I know what we need to do because I have been on a bit of a I have been on a bit of an F-Zero kick on YouTube. I've been watching a lot of F-099 gameplay, and only today... last night I was watching a long play of F-Zero-X on the N64. Oh my god, and the nostalgia waves from that are ridiculous. So we're going to do F-Zero-X version of a certain track, because that's what we're doing. Because that's definitely what we're doing. An F-Zero jazz arrangement album. Oh my god, Ralph, I'm so looking forward to that. That sounds absolutely amazing. I'm here for anything jazz related like that. That sounds amazing. Right, it is time then to, let me mute the track first while I get it loaded up on YouTube. There we go. Now I can unmute it. Make sure that Pretzel's volume is all the way up as well. So we have 37 marbles in, meaning I am going to roll 3 times the number between 1 and 37. So the positions that will pay are 10th and 11th. Interesting. And 27th. 10, 11, and 27 are the winning positions in this race. So, good luck, folks. The top 9 we don't care about, and then it's 10th and 11th. That's the ones that we actually care about, really. But what's the Powerball? We only find that out if we hit the lottery, KS. Well, we didn't hit the lottery this time, now did we? So let's get this marble race a-going. As I failed to use the controls properly again. It's tab to move. That's what I need to do. Here we go with some big blue. Yeah! Yeah! Interesting route decisions here. It is Milk and K-Jarves currently with the lead. Lingo and Natter following behind, but Natter avoiding the big spinner thing. But it's not about being first, it's about being 11th, 10th and 11th. That's the ones we're looking for. Anyone going to hit the boost pad? Yeah, M3 and ABB are going to hit the boost pad. Oh, that's definitely suitable for F-Zero-X. Tadara and ABB going back the wrong way as everybody else piles on in. God, this is very loud, actually. I'm going to take that down slightly because it's a bit too loud now, though it is really good. You've got boost power. Tandri! Oh no, you found your way off the track. That's probably final place, which means it's going to be a no bueno for that. But if we get other DNFs, if you DNF in a valid position, 27th is probably the number we're looking at for that, then you will get a payout. It is JB first into this funnel. Polkadots and Silver Electron joining, Maxio joining, Puzzledown joining, and Sophia and Flyboy and K-Jarves and Lingo and Oni. Finally getting some fallers through. Maxio and Puzzledown the first through. Through the twisty pentagonal tunnel thing. What do you even call that? Maxio still holding on to the lead, going into the lottery machine, which is our penultimate obstacle of the track. Maxio making short work of that. Probably didn't want to do that. Means you're going to be taking first place. And there you go. First place to you. It's not a paying position, though. Saphira coming down, possibly for second. Milk and Puzzledown coming down, possibly for third and fourth. There they go. Next up, we've got Danny Gambit and AB Me and Flyboy lining up. Danny Gambit going super fast, taking 5th place. It's a race for 10th and 11th. Who's going to claim it? Natter got 10th place. I don't know who's got 11th. Possibly Yellowtail. I don't know. I wasn't keeping count. But certainly Natter in 10th place is getting a payout. Let's have a look at the back of the pack, seeing how they're doing. The last 15 seconds. God, they have ramped up the speed of the end now, haven't they? 10 seconds to finish the track. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is time at Maxio, the world record. Means absolutely nothing to you, but well, I mean, it means the world to you, but means no doots for you though. But congratulations on the world record there. Oh, we're reaching the end of the track anyway, so it's going to fade out for me. Yay! So, I know that Natter is definitely a prize winner, so I'm going to sort that one out now before we reveal any special information. So it was 210 plus 50 means that's 260,000 doots going to Natter there. Congratulations, Natter. Now, other positions that are paying are 11th and 27th. Let's have a look at the final results. 11th place was Yellowtail. And doots to Swiftwolf Yellowtail. 260,000 doots to you. Congratulations. Now, 27th. We've got to count them down on these places here. Brian is 20th. Lingo is 21st. M3 is 22nd. Kajav's 23rd. Nozakat 24th. Drahuska 25th. Mark 26th. David J. Bonicum 27th. David J., you are having a lot of luck with these marble doots. Goodness me. 260,000 doots going your way. Congratulations, David. Lots of points going your way. And also to Natter earlier on as well in 10th place. Congratulations, David J. There's all of the other standings as well, where all you KS so close and Gatekeeper also so close, but not quite the position that paid out this time round. So that brings us to a close on tonight's stream. That concludes tonight's. Sorry, it's written in the contract. I do have to do that thing. So that will reset the jackpot to 200,000 doots for next time, for episode 4 of season 13. Which, as I say, is going to be some all clued up, and also the doot drop, the 100,000 doot drop, will also be happening on Friday, which is the final summer edition time zone thing of 2023, and then we do the time warp again. Something like that, anyway. Do we have anyone to raid into to finish tonight's stream off, or people currently offline? Quizzy Dan is on, so we can go and raid into Quizzy Dan. Anybody else on? Anybody in the quiz category? That's a good question. Let's have a look at the quiz category. Nope, it's just me on the quiz category, so no, I could raid into myself. No, I wouldn't do that. Jackbox, let's see if is there anybody that we can send Jackbox wise. Let us go to anybody here worth raiding into. We're going to raid into Quizzy Dan. We'll raid into Quizzy Dan. We'll do that. So we will do a raid into Mr. Quizzy Dan, which is not completing for some reason. There it goes. What are we going to say on the raid? I don't know what we're going to say. Suggestions, folks? Big Blue. I mean, that was what we just had. Rocks. Anything can happen in the next half hour. Nostrils. Little lot. God, you know what? Sure. We'll do Little Lion and see if he knows what we're on about with that. He probably will do. Will know what that's about. So we'll go with Little Lion and see if Quizzy Dan can unpick it. Because I knew the answer, which was a random guess. Anyway, I will see you on Friday. Until then, take care. And I'll see you later. Bye! Bye. Bye.